Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the DX Jaou Dragon Wonder Ride book from Kamen Rider Saber. This is for a power-up form for Caliber, as you can see right here on the box. I really like the look of this new form, especially the helmet. I think that looks really sharp. So this is a new, larger book that opens into this giant book. I've heard some people say it's supposed to be like a pop-up book, and I think that's kind of hilarious. Over here you can see here is just the front cover open. And then over here is the book all closed up. And of course you can kind of see how the picture wraps around the side. Not really too much going on the bottom, but it does show us that batteries are included, which is always appreciated. And then up top here again, open, close. Shows how, of course, works with Caliber's driver. We will try all of that out. So without further ado, I will get it out of the box and we'll take a closer look. So here is the Jaou Dragon Wonder Ride book out of the packaging, and as you can see, it is quite huge. Definitely larger than your average size Wonder Ride book. There is a button here on the back. So you get that cool little name and riff. You can try and hold it down, but it kind of just gives you some weird sound effects. So not too much going on there. You have some very nice gold chrome here on the front, and you can actually open this up. So you can see more of the language over on this side. Cool picture of dragons over here, little QR code. And if we open and close this a couple more times, so you can actually open and close it 3 times to get 3 different sounds. That's pretty much all that this does on its own. But I will go ahead. Of course, we have silver book here to be scanned by the sword. And we have, here's the speaker. Here's where you pull the tab out for the batteries if you ever need to replace them. So now we will go ahead and bring in Caliber's driver. Alright, so first we scan it. So all the sounds for the transformation actually come from the book. All this does is kind of cycle through some LEDs here. The sword does not play any sounds for the transformation there. So I'm going to put that off to the side so we can take a closer look. Very cool. I really like the look of all these pop-up dragon heads. I think it's kind of funny though, the book actually hangs lower than the buckle. So if you have this sitting, it's a little bit easier if you can kind of prop it up with something so it'll open all the way. As you saw there, it didn't quite open all the way, and then I just pushed it all the way open. But yeah, very, very cool. I like this a lot. Now if we close this up, it starts a power-up attack. You are over. Pretty cool. Very ominous sounding voice there, kind of neat. So go ahead and take that off. That's pretty much it for the transformation and then the attack sound. But we can read this a couple times here. So really cool sound effects there. Basically, you can open the book 3 times. You can get the transformation and attack sound out of connecting it to the driver, and then you can scan it 3 times with the sword. So a decent amount of playability with that, just with this. But of course, it does have compatibility with the sword driver as well. So as you can see here on the book cover, it is for the first slot. So that is the leftmost if you're looking at it, rightmost if you're wearing it. Go ahead and pop this in. So once again, all of the sounds come from the book, and the sword just kind of runs through the LED colors, which is pretty neat. And it's very top heavy. I mean, I don't think it's really meant for this, so obviously it's hard to hold it up. Not really sure what happened there. Interesting. I guess because, I don't know. I'm not sure why that's doing that. So that's weird. I don't know if there's something wrong with mine or if it's just because of how big it is, it won't like hit it when I'm pulling the sword out, but it'll do it if I just hit the trigger twice. Yeah, strange. It must be something where it's just not quite hitting the trigger or whatever it's supposed to be doing. But we can have the sword read it. And then just for fun, I thought we would try this with another random book. I wanted to pick one that was a different slot on the driver, so we'll give this a shot. And you can see that this probably would open a little bit more, but it hits up against the side of it. Yeah, it's weird. It just doesn't seem to want to do, even with the other book, it doesn't seem to want to do the attack by pulling out the blade. I think this is a really fun power-up. Pretty simple. It's just a little bit larger than average book, but I think it works perfectly. Fits in the driver for caliber perfectly. Works awesome with a sword. Lots of functionality there. Even has some functionality with the sword driver, which I think is great. So I definitely recommend picking this one up. I really like the kind of pop-up book nature to it. I really like the design here of the dragon heads and everything when it opens up. I think that's really, really cool. Love the sound effects. Really not too much to complain about this one. I just think it's a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.